finalist at the last GeoGuessr World Cup, and then Armani. A little bit underrated, but one of the best NMPZ players in the world. So we'll see if we get there. We'll see what happens right here. Jake, talk to me about this matchup.
I mean, you mentioned that the matches we've seen so far had been very, I think Jake-coded was the term that you used. This is going to be a stark contrast to that, I would imagine, especially MK. You see the average guess time, 21 seconds, very different from anything that we've seen so far today. We've seen a lot of players taking their time, a lot of players playing very calculated in the moving games, but I think the match here is going to be very, very different. A lot more fast-paced. We see MK in 4th place. He did take a 2-0 loss earlier, but he's still above that, twice as many points as matches threshold. So still feeling pretty good about where he is right now. Armani definitely in a little bit more hot water. He knows that he has to be top 60% in EMEA if he wants to reach that regional. So definitely going to be feeling the pressure here and wants to get some result out of this match. See, we didn't even, like...
the game didn't even start.
He basically already guessed before we saw the screen. This is MK for you.
This is what we're going to see. I love your comment about, like, the games have been so Jake-coded, and this is going to be the absolute
now here we go.
opposite.
And now this is like, MK says moving, what's that? I don't need that.
But Armani's also similar in that sense. I mean, he does take his time too, but he is someone who likes to play fast and will be able to keep up with MK's fast guesses.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Definitely won't phase him. 051, I believe, is the area code for Bloemfontein? That kind of area?
That's my home. Bloom.
Let's see. Yeah, oh, true. I was confused for a second. I was like, wait, what do you mean? Armani may actually have the town. I don't know if he saw... He might have seen the town name.
Yep. Oh, I think he did. Armani.
5K.
Such a quick 5K on the round 2.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of 5Ks from Armani, but that's a great guess. So reminiscent of the few matches that we've been seeing before this. We've been treated to a lot of 5Ks today.
Yeah.
Well
And another one
Armani.
from Armani. Love to see it. We go to round 3 in Japan. See the players looking at these pull plates to help make their guesses.
Yep. We had a Shikoku pull plate there. I think both players saw it. They should be aware that we are in Shikoku. Looks like maybe just kind of a central hedge from Armani. There is a road number on that sign there. I don't know if he sees it. Nice.
Wow. Armani. This actually could be Armani's chance to win a moving game. Again, Armani, definitely not specialist in moving, but with the way Armani is able to play so fast like MK is putting this pressure on quick, but Armani is using his 15 seconds to his advantage and is playing well.
It's the one downside to MK's playstyle on rounds that are like kind of close to information. If he makes a quick guess, players can reach that kind of thing. But the thing is, if you get into high multipliers and you get a round that's really rural and just doesn't have information within 15 seconds, MK's playstyle is really hard to beat.
Yeah, definitely true. But on this one, even without the info, Armani making the better region guess in the end. He's got a pretty decent lead right now as we go into round 5.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me if MK's round win rate is not necessarily super high in moving, but his match win rate is still really high, because again, it just... Even if he loses individual rounds, because maybe he doesn't find little bits of info, he's still usually quite close, and then again, you get a rural round with no information, he dominates those sorts of rounds.
Yeah. He doesn't even care. Like, he doesn't care to lose a couple rounds and take that chip damage when some players would. He just he doesn't mind at all. He's just gonna go quick no matter what. Shoot on through. Round 6 already. This game is going so fast. 3.5 times damage now. Prediction favoring Armani here again.
Really impressive average from Armani in France, 48-46. I don't know if, again, you never know how big the sample size is. It could just be 2 or 3 rounds, but still, I mean, and I think that might even be including that previous France round, where I think his score was a bit lower than that. So it looks like Armani in France has been excellent so far.
Yeah, I wonder if it includes the games from today or not. I'm not too sure. But We know it includes the rest of the World League, and they are game mode specific.
Yeah, I don't see much here. There's some signs, but none of them are particularly helpful. So it, once again, like the last France round, is going to come down to a region guess here.
Yeah. Both players now close to Paris on this one. She's going to be south. MK will be closer. Chip some damage back. 700. Game's a little bit more close to even. Armani's still holding his lead.
But it is a slim lead. Again, I think, if anything, again, Armani wouldn't consider himself a moving player either, but I still feel like probably his advantage against MK is going to be rounds that are a little bit more urban, a little bit more info heavy. Went from Gen 3 into Gen 4. I wonder if this could be new Gen 4 Sarawak coverage, or if we'll just be on the mainland. Hard to say.
Yeah. It's hard to
Even
say.
is
No
Malaysia.
sign. Yeah. I think it is. I mean, I like it. It'd be my best guess as well. But no signs yet. No nothing. One pull there from MK, but he just skipped on by it. Yeah, Armani back in Gen 4.
One player moving west, one east. And now they're both going east, but again, I think it's just going to be a region guess, which this... I mean, both players, let's be real. Both players are excellent. Wait a second, is there Gen 4 in Sabah?
I don't know. Is there?
I didn't think there was.
They're both on Borneo Island, Malaysia, but these are big difference in guesses.
Oh, there is?
There is.
Oh my gosh.
Armani, with 4 times damage, wins the moving game right there.
I don't know why. That must be new or so. I don't remember hearing news if there was Gen 4 in Sabah, but I guess there is. And yeah,
is.
Armani recognizes the new coverage, recognizes the landscape, and makes an excellent guess on a round with no info. Which, again, that's kind of MK's specialty. Rounds that are just no info, a little bit of landscape guessing, but Armani did an awesome job in that game.
Yeah, really nice stuff there from Armani. It seemed like that was the way for him to win. And realistically, Armani being able to play fast like MK, one of those players who could actually beat MK in his fast-moving play style, and he does it. We go on a no move. It's round 1, quick Sweden, and we move to round 2.
It's been a tough start to the day for MK. Again, one of those players who's pretty high up in the league table. You would probably expect him to be one of the ones who qualifies directly for the World Cup, but he's not out of the woods. You never know, and with 7 weeks left, things could always turn around for him. So he does look a little bit rattled, and it's, yeah, I mean, you really can't afford in this league at any point to let your foot off the gas. So MK's going to want to lock in. He doesn't want to lose 2-0 twice today.
Yeah, definitely does not. I mean, I'm so curious to go back and watch what happened to that Yannick MK game off stream, because Yannick beating MK in a 2-0 seems to definitely have MK a little rattled. Round 3 now, and Armani has full health. MK taking about 1,000 points of damage.
We have a Canada round here. Very tricky, though. My first thought was... Oh gosh, my first thought wasn't Nova Scotia, I'll be honest. I thought it might have been like North Prairies or something, but heck, it could be Newfoundland. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a hard one. No, this is a hard
Canada's
round.
really tricky. I don't know. I mean, maybe with these like fir trees, maybe it is like Newfoundland or something, but I don't know. I'm not very good with my tree identification. I'm sure Fao is watching and shaking his head, but yeah, see, North Prairies was actually my first thought on this, so this could be
that's kinda
game.
where mine was too, so we'll see.
It is Newfoundland with the trees.
Newfoundland. Yep. Yeah, okay. The trees don't lie. 2 times damage. That's 4,600 health down to MK. Is MK about to get 2-0'd again?
Wow, he might be. What a strange round. Yeah, definitely not a very typical looking Newfoundland round, so I understand the confusion, but can MK make the comeback? I mean, if anyone can, it's him. But he just hasn't quite looked like himself so far today.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta consider you're playing this game so much week after week. You're bound to have a bad weekend every once in a while.
Yep. He'll come back stronger next week. That is for sure.
That is for
But
sure,
hey,
I believe.
he's not out of it yet.
Nope,
Armani
he's not.
flawless, but we've seen things can change so quickly.
Especially now that we're getting into multis like this. It's round 5 now with 3 times multiplier. A quick Colorado lock from MK. And Armani follows suit in Colorado too. Just a little bit farther north. I wonder what they see here to indicate Colorado. I like it though. Oh, he switches to Idaho last second.
Switch. This is huge.
Oh,
he goes back to Colorado at the last second, and he's going to be glad that he did.
So good he did. It's going to be Kansas in the end. MK will be closer. He stays alive.
I don't know if MK would have won right there if Armani had stayed in Idaho, but he might have. I think it would have been pretty close.
Yeah, definitely would have been some decent points. Round 6 now, 3.5 times damage. If Armani is closer at all here, this will be the game.
Looks like Brazil here. If anything, I would say it's relatively northeast. I do like the guess from MK. Armani going down in Bahia. Similar guesses, but not the same.
Yeah. We'll see. 5 seconds left on the clock. The timer is running out. MK's actually on it there. He's gonna deal some huge damage to Armani, but Armani's still in it. Still has the lead. MK still on his last leg, but now it really could be anybody's game.
Armani 1 state off, and he still loses 4,000 health. That is Brazil for you. Instant lock. I think you do get this car up there near Mount Elgon with this cord, but you also get this car where Armani is. I think these are the 2 places where this car is found, so
oh my.
This may be game. It's gonna be MK.
Wait, it's gonna be MK.
He makes
with
the comeback.
4 times damage. There's no way.
You can never count him out. Oh my goodness. What a comeback. 229 to 6K, and he brings it all the way back.
That is unreal.
Bit of a multi-merchant maybe, but we get the NMPZ that everyone is hoping for.
Yeah.
Again, both of these players, phenomenal NMPZ. Cannot wait for this one.
Yeah, 2 of the best NMPZ players in the world. No moving, panning, or zooming.
MK has won 5 out of 10 NMPZ games so far. Armani 5 out of 9, at least going into today. So once again, very, very similar win rates. But we've got a Peru-Argentina split here. And it's Mexico.
Wow. It's Mexico. Welcome to NMPZ, everybody. This is what you get.
Indeed. Wow. There you go. Man, what an amazing set of matches we've had. Just back and forth.
It's been a
roller
fun day.
coasters.
It's been a very fun day. Round 2. And we look like we're in Indonesia, and Armani's doing a little swimming while MK is on Kalimantan.
Java C, the most based Indonesia guess possible. He switches to Cali, and it's Lampung. Wow.
Wow.
What a location.
Wow. 2 points.
Goodness.
Honestly, neither player looking very happy right now.
We've had some really tough Indonesia rounds today.
Yeah, we have. Oh my... We are just getting some Misiones, yeah, from both. That makes sense.
MK, what
MK.
the? What in the world? He's on the road.
1.3 kilometers away. So quick.
He knew the Misiones dirt road. That is crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty insane. So fast.
Is it Colo, Mexico? I'm not sure. Oh, Dominican
DR.
Republic. Ah.
Oh, DR in Mexico, though. We have Mexico
honestly,
from Armani.
My first thought was not DR, but I could see it. I don't know if there's something about the car blur. Yeah. Armani considering it. But he sticks with Mexico for now. MK locks it in Santiago. 2.5x damage. This could be game if Armani stays in Mexico. Now he's thinking about Colo.
Wow. It is Mexico! Armani with 2.5 times damage will win against MK. MK gets up instantly. Round 4, Armani takes it.
I mean, it's still pretty big for MK that he was able to get a point out of that match, but I think, 1 point